Okay, it says I'm live. Shows me dancing there, okay. So I was live before it told me I was live even, okay. Not that I care. Oh, hope everybody had a good weekend, good Sunday. It is Sunday at 1 a.m. Just checking. Because, boy, I had some settings to redo. Because we had a weird, for no reason, clear day, warm, a little above normal temperature. Had a power outage. It offed everything. So I was like, crap. And anybody that's had a power outage with electronics knows that, well, you don't know if everything's going to be quite right. But how is everybody going? Hopefully well. Yes, I know it's Sunday late. And I know that I'll probably be the only one here talking to myself, and I have no problem with that. In fact, I have some of my best conversations with myself. Even though, boy, I also get some of the worst fights in myself. But I hope the weather was good where everybody else was today. Ours was, honestly, pretty exceptional. We actually got up to, excuse me, right around 60 degrees today. Supposedly my area, we're going to be even warmer tomorrow, I believe. Let me give you the forecast. No, I just want to check because I am curious. Tomorrow is supposed to be 72 degrees. Or today. Then 60, 65, 71, 78. Oh! Then 63, son of a dinkus. Bring it on, baby. Bring it on. I am all for it. Oh, wow. Sorry, I'm not good at shooting the crap before I want to just jump on something. Like it says, LYONCAST REDEYE, who took our billions? Some of this is known. But some of this is not being paid enough attention to, or at least it wasn't in December. So, Had a so-so day at the gym today. Leg day, and I was in a hurry. They were closing, because I was off by an hour because of all the time changing. But not bad. And we took a over hour-long walk with the dogs right afterwards, and woof, legs are dead. All right, that's enough. I mean, it's Sunday, super late, and nobody's going to be here, including me. All right. And I will try to remember not to do the screw-up I did last night and depend on the hotkeys anymore. I will manually pull my camera size down so you can see what I'm actually talking about, and I'm watching on my other screen, so I know not to screw the pooch like I did that time. That was dumb. And the funny thing is, people in the chat didn't tell me. It's like, oh! I did notice on my dashboard, though, hey, my YouTube chat is back. So hit and miss with them. It's so weird. All right, let me head on over here and bring this down. Okay. Well, actually, I'm just going to talk. First off, let's open this up. The Biden administration, in the last couple months to days, up to days of that administration, was blowing our tax dollars out the door suddenly. As soon as they lost that election, there was money just being thrown out the door. Billions and billions. DOGE is fighting a lot of this in USAID and other agencies. But also, there was back in December a story by Project Veritas where they had a government. This guy is from the government. They confirmed it and everything. Talking about how they're doing it as a backstop against Trump. So they were blowing out billions, calling it climate stuff, to these other NGOs and these charities. Unverified charities that have nothing. I mean, come on. Stacey Abrams' charities got billions, including, from some reports, actual just gold. A charity that she herself had only been able to raise $100 for. Sounds like slush fund money laundering to me. Then suddenly, the Biden administration for this great new charity just blows up billions on it. Yeah, stinks. In case anybody says anything, because I have had a few comments, and I would have left them up, but they were a little nasty. And you get nasty, too bad. But, yes, I know I have a voice for silent cinema and a face for radio. I deal with it. My laugh, Dude, my laugh sounds bad to me. But when I hear it on screen, on the videos later, oh, I apologize. I sound like Jim Neighbors was given some helium. Rough. But no, the money was just going out everywhere. We are talking 2 billion, 20 billion, 60 billion, 70 billion over the last few months. And they're saying upwards of 400 billion, which is over the average for that time of spending by hundreds of billions. And it seems like it's all gone one way to, stuff that goes to Democrats somehow or another. I mean, Stacey Abrams was broke. Suddenly she popped up with $3+ million. I mean, there's a lot going on. And yes, a lot of it's alleged, but some of it is not. They know for a fact. And she's even come out and talked about how they got billions. Boy, don't you wish you could start a new charity? A charity that really has nothing to show that they've done. No long-term book records, nothing. They've only been able to raise, the founder was only able to raise $100 for this charity. And suddenly the government come along and go, you know what? Here's $20 billion. Fuck. That's, whew. To say that stinks to high heaven is just being mean to stink. Whew. I mean, God dang. Boy, this shirt really reacts on the camera. Sorry, I have got frogs. All the Budweiser frogs have stopped by today. But yeah, I just think this is stupid. And thing is, this was kind of ignored for a long time. It was kind of a flash in the pan when Project Veritas come out and said what it did. They got this expose, got this guy on undercover camera. It was a flash, but then it went away. But it's starting to come back up. People start to pay attention because DOGE is finding more of this crap. The amount of money that went to NGOs that are left-leaning or out-and-out Democrat is crazy. You cannot tell me this money wasn't all, a lot of this money wasn't going into the pockets, wasn't finding its way into super PACs or campaigns or, hey, when somebody makes $250,000 a year, but is somehow, worth $80 million, something stinks. I mean, not like everybody like Nancy Pelosi is doing ultra investments. See, a lot of these people, when they're suddenly worth millions and millions, like, hey, go look up AOC. How is she worth these millions? And you go look, find out she's not doing a lot of investing compared to like Pelosi's and them. There's a lot of these people suddenly worth millions and millions and millions that didn't do the investing. And remember, they do have to report it, but we don't get to see it for days. I love how they insulate themselves. Nancy Pelosi can know a bill's coming up. She can rig it so she knows when that bill's going to go through or not. She knows whether to buy or sell certain stocks. And then suddenly she does it, but we don't get to know when she does it. We get to know, 30, 50 days later? It's like, boy, that's horse shit. Why can't we ride the same train she is? Just saying. Martha Stewart went to jail for that shit. That's called insider trading. It's even worse than what Martha Stewart did because these people are making the laws that are going to make this rise or fall. So, yeah. But no, this is starting to come back up and more people are talking about it. Glenn Beck's talking about it. It's been around on the news services. And what's popped back up? Hey, let me pull my camera down. I'm not going to forget, guys, but I'm doing it Manuel. Whoa. I don't mind doing it that way. At least I know I do it when I'm paying attention and do it. Okay, this is on X over Project Veritas. This is from December 3rd, 2024. Let me grab my headphones here. And we'll take a listen to this. And make sure you go over, I don't care whether you do it on their website, you do it on X, wherever, and give them a kudos for this. Because it's just crazy how these people do this crap. This is Brent Efron, Environmental Protection Agency, EPA, Special Advisor for Implementation. I will unmute, blow him up, and we will start over and enjoy this, guys.
Now it's just how to get the money out as fast as possible before they come in and stop it. It truly feels like we're on the Titanic and we're throwing gold bars off the.
This is all in response to Biden losing the election, and they know Trump's coming in. They're just taking your money and blowing it out the door to buddies, pals, NGOs, charities.
Who are the gold bars going to? nonprofits, states, tribes. We gave them the money because it was harder.
Buddies.
If it was a government-run program, they could take the money away if Trump won, and because it was a external policy against Trump winning. Until the Trump
they're
people come
funding.
in and tell us we can no longer give out money. I do environmental, climate, policy things.
Really?
Yeah.
It's amazing. Is that here? That stuff is here?
I mean, because I do like federal government climate things. Well, I have been doing that, but that might change. But
Why?
so look at the EPA. So a lot is going to change.
Amazing.
So I do, you know, the Inflation Reduction Act. Have you heard of it?
Yes.
Okay, Biden's climate law.
Yes.
Yeah. So I do IRA implementation. I work with like Biden appointees. The money that we've given out like tens of billions of dollars, like over the last year. Over the last year, we've given out probably like $50 billion.
$50 million?
Billion with a B.
$50 billion.
Yes, for climate things. So like to go work for one of these.
Now, a lot of money, they accelerated that after Trump won. They blew out at least, at the lowest end, they're saying another 60 or 70 billion just from this stuff to climate stuff. It seems to be all leading right back to the Democrats and other NGOs on their side, which you know what's going to happen. It's going to get cycled around right back in pockets. This was them guaranteeing campaign funds. How do you think these people pop up with all this money? I mean, Kamala Harris dumped $1.5 billion in her campaign. Trump had a minuscule amount compared to that. And holy shit. They're dumping money all over USAID, this stuff. So, you know, these charities. It's all money that go back in their campaigns. And there are super PACs and all this other crap. So, yeah. Whoa. But this guy, yike. And by the way, he's mentioning Biden's Inflation Reduction Act and stuff on purpose. Because that Inflation Reduction Act, all that money that was in there, that $120 billion, for certain things to do with climate and stuff, a lot of that stuff went right to their buddies. Went to like, hey, charities. Stacey Abrams' charity got billions. A lot of other charities like that. These faux little charities just popped up. A lot of these charities that all this billions went to just popped up in the last 2 to 6 months before Trump came in. Strange how that is. Now, how does a new charity suddenly get billions handed to it? So, yeah, that's where a lot of your inflation reduction money went.
These places, I think, will be really cool.
What are the places that you've given them to?
It's only been a few weeks, so it's a little early. But like green banks, so they're like nonprofit institutions that are like making it more financially feasible to build renewables, to do like climate projects. I do implementation now, so I do like how do you spend $100 billion?
Mr. Miles, you're a mean man. Oh my Lord. Adding you as a moderator is harder than I thought, because you actually have to be here. I have to go over to the other screen and do it. I'll do it here in a little bit so we're done with this. Because you have to be here because you obviously have your subscriptions private. So it means I can't even hunt you on my subscriptions list and just add you off cam. I have to do it when you're on. I think I can get you in the chat and just add. But I'll get you. No, I did not forget. I'm not depending on my hotkey, and I'm actually paying attention to the secondary screen. So I'm not doing that again. Oh, but yeah, this is just crazy here.
How do you make sure that like they're the until recently, how do you make sure the proper like processes are in place to like prevent fraud and to prevent abuse and like ensure that like we are funding like good paying jobs and that sort of stuff. Now it's just how to get the money out as fast as possible before they come in and like stop.
Really?
They don't even care where that money was going. He admits it. Now is just to get the money out as fast as possible before they come in and stop it all. Hence, all these new charities popped up. Some of them up to 6 months before Trump came in, but a lot of them were right after Trump won. Suddenly, new charities are popping up. And suddenly, they're getting billions handed to them. That just makes zero sense. There's no way some new charity with nothing to show for or anything just going, hey, we're a charity. Here you go, buddy. Here's billions, and some of it in gold. That right there is what flummoxes me, especially the Stacey Abrams one. Sorry, Stacey, but why were you getting gold? Why did we give her, from what they're saying, up to $2 billion of it in gold? Jeez Louise, I'm starting to really think we should be looking at Fort Knox. Well, Mr. Miles, YouTube already knows it. They got you. Alphabet's got your shit. They're out here. I mean, I'm even running a VPN and everything right now, but even I know there's certain things that leak. The only way, so. But I understand trying to at least control it a little bit, man. I really do.
Really? Yeah. You can do that?
Yeah. To an extent. Just like within reason.
Yeah. Really?
What's reason?
Why not? Because if it's not going to...
Billions.
Basically, that's what it all is now. I mean, now it all is like... It truly feels like we're on the Titanic and we're throwing like gold bars off the edge.
Does it really? You gotta feel weird.
It's weird. I mean, it's not good vibes. It's not good. I mean, everyone's very sad.
Who are the gold bars going to?
Nonprofits, states, tribes, cities.
Nonprofits, like Stacey Abrams' nonprofit. And I keep mentioning her because just one of the most obviously and clear, egregious bullshit ones. And there's other pop-ups like that, too, that have no history, no money raising before suddenly billions were just given to them. But that one there just pisses me off. Lady who said, I won both those elections I lost. She can be election denier, but, she's a nasty little thing.
Yeah.
And the whole President of Earth on Star Trek Discovery thing, that was the final straw.
Anything like in the news that I would know of?
Not yet.
Like any organizations, like...
Well, they're all local. A lot of them are small, not like local nonprofits. So it's like a big thing that most of the stuff we funded, but the thing that we haven't funded yet are like the local nonprofit program that like was going to be like a winter Kamala Harris administration program. So now we're just like getting it as quick as possible.
Right.
Yeah.
And to the tune of $50 billion.
No, it's like $2 billion at this point. But yeah, we've got most of it, like 90% exactly.
Wow.
Yeah.
And what happens if they...
Remember, at least $2 billion, at least. Like I said, you hear different numbers. Some are saying up to $20 billion went to Abrams saying, but I'm going to go with the low number, the $2 billion. Just that went to her new charity. So
He's trying to stop it. They can?
When they come in, if you haven't gotten out the door, then they can stop it.
Thing is, Mr. Miles, this was separate from USAID. A lot of this was what Biden snuck in that Inflation Reduction Act and his green bill stuff. There's a lot of money held back there, and they snuck it in. Well, that's the money they started throwing. That's why this is the EPA guy. This is just EPA taking money using the Inflation Reduction Act and Biden's green bill to just throw it to buddies. Because that money was appropriated, it was there. So they're like, shit, Trump's coming in. Oh, this is going to kill our funding. And what if they find out about USAID? What if they find out about this? Well, poof, let's get it out the door. And thankfully, what they didn't see coming was DOGE. They didn't understand what they were going to do. I don't think they did, or they would have been better at this, honestly, even with a short time. And Mr. Miles, by the way, I'm sorry. How are you doing tonight, man? But yes, USAID was just one tip, one little tooth on that saw. There's so many. And this one that was hidden in that stupid Inflation Reduction Act and the green stuff that was in it is crazy. Because they're saying upwards of $400 billion was pumped out just before Trump won, because they knew he was going to win. They were lying out there, scamming people, getting people to invest still in Kamala, knowing she was going to lose. There is no way the internal Democrat Party machine thought she was going to win. When they're out there screaming at people, yes, donate to Cammie. Yes, queen, she's going to win. They knew she was going to lose. Internally, they fucking knew it. And they were just scamming people, bringing money in. Come on. They were taking that money from people. Remember, she spent over $1.5 billion, lost badly, and came out in the hole. That is insane levels. We're just finding out another sawtooth here. And the thing is, people didn't pay attention when Veritas broke this back in December. It was a big story for 5 days? And then just poof, gone. And now it's coming back up because what DOGE is finding. So yeah, it's nasty.
Yeah, like 2 months. If they don't get it out by a certain date, what's that date?
It's the inauguration, the 20th. It's renewed on the 20th of January. Yeah.
You can write down to the minute.
It's probably like a little after noon, but yeah, it's basically noon. Yeah.
Hey, throw a couple billion here and there.
It's until the Trump people come in and tell us we can no longer give out money.
Wow.
So that's at the very earliest. It's been on the 20th. And it's probably a little bit after because they have to get in the building and tell people what to do.
Will they come in and stop?
That's nuts.
Yeah, like I think they will. I think they will come in and they will issue an order that like all grants have to stop. EPA can't give any money out until we reevaluate anything, and then they'll say we're reevaluating it, and then Congress will say we're stopping this entirely, and they'll pass a law that says all this money doesn't exist anymore that you wanted to give out. No, I think we gave them the money because it was harder. If it was a government-run program, they could take the money away.
No.
If Trump won, and because it was a insurance policy against Trump winning.
See, so they purposely gave it to like these so-called new charities. And I keep saying that because it's bullshit, obviously. But they gave it to these charities because they were outside the government, and it's hard to claw the money back. Now, the banks that they gave a lot of this money to, the Green Buddy banks, right now they are in the process of clawing a lot of that money back. They tracked those banks, the DOGE guys. They know where a lot of that money is sitting, and it's in accounts where a lot of it's fed to the NGOs and the certain Democrats' satellites there. So, what a jacknut. You think this guy has his pronouns in his bio? Or did?
So, like, these are based.
Oh, well, I can't move it too much. I can try, but hang on here. Let me see if I can move me a little bit. There we go. How's that? How is that? I said we're almost done with this. Then I will go back over and I will change the moderation too. Oh, it made it smaller. There we go. How's that?
Basically, like nonprofit institutions that will cover the entire country. They could have been a government agency, but because they aren't, they're safer from Republicans taking the money away.
You guys are like saving the world, literally.
I don't know if we are, but like, we're throwing gold bars up at the Titanic. Yeah.
You're doing what?
We're throwing gold bars up at the Titanic. That's all we can say. We're doing. I don't know if we're saving it, but we're getting the money out.
That is nuts. That is just stupid levels. That just is. I mean, good grief. Let me go in here. I'm going to do this real quick because I've been told there's stuff I'm not supposed to show if I'm on this one screen. So I'm going to just puff this up. That should cover it. Now I'm going to go over here. And I want to do this while you're here real quick. So, there we go. Look at that. Let's see. Let's start there and there. Oh, there we go. Standard managing block words. Let's do this for right now. There you go. You should be able to cause trouble now. So there you go. But yeah, that right there to me is just skunk. That is skunk. But a lot of people forgot all about this back then. I don't want that. Why are you grabbing that? I didn't tell you to grab that. Yeah, I'll try to keep my screen up a little higher just in case I do stuff that have the captions. Well, you didn't want to grab today. That's the problem with a gaming mouse sometimes. Sometimes the movements, even if you gotta get the settings just right, the gaming mouse, sometimes I go nutso on you. I mean nutso. Nope, Chesapeake. Hey, Rake. Big dog. Sorry, I gotta put this down real quick. There, okay. Sorry, the wife was down here doing some offloads today from her dash cam, and she likes her desk seats way up. Well, I can't put it back under the desk then out of the way. Hey, buddy. Sorry, buddy. You gotta go get Mom if you're gonna go outside. You went outside just an hour ago, so sorry, guys. I've got a 95-pound nutcase down here. Nice, man. Riker, you gotta go. Come on. No, go lay down. You were just out an hour ago. I'm not leaving now, sorry. Big dog. But yeah, everybody forgot about this. And I thought it was a big deal then. I was just like, jeez. But now it's coming back. And I'm really happy about that. Let's see, I have some bookmarks here. That was one, but that's the one. But yeah, look at this stuff. March 5th, it's coming back. It's coming back on them. 375 million EPA slush fund handled by Podesta. Now, how can you have 375 million EPA slush fund gave billions? Well, that's kind of weird, isn't it? Did they do that right? Shouldn't it be 375 billion EPA slush fund? If it gave billions, you can't give billions from millions. That's Democrat math. But yeah, just insanely stupid. They gave insane amount. So charities that just pop up, suddenly they're just blowing money out the door. That's what people are talking about. Where's the fucking money? Billions scam alert involving Biden Dem politicians. John Podesta's slush fund gave billions to climate charities and other charities that are all seem to be Democrat satellites and NGOs. Slush fund charities founded only months ago, which do not appear in the IRS's charities database. Well, isn't that weird? And no federal filings. Well, isn't that just strange? Not in the vaunted IRS's database for charities? Kind of sounds like they're not charities. It's kind of like Antifa, call themselves Antifa when they're totally Tifa. You know? They are absolute fascists. It sounds kind of like, I'm a charity. Are you registered as a charity? No. Of course not. I'm not registered as a charity. Oh, that could be, Mr. Miles. Either way, it's badly written. How's that? It's a badly written headline. But, I mean, geez Louise. The others are in charge of doling out $375 billion. See there, they got it right. It was a typo. $375 billion in climate change spending. That's why they're saying it's right around $400 billion, which had been sent to many charities founded only months ago. And the thing is, a lot of it didn't come from USAID. This was the Inflation Reduction Act and his Green New Deal type crap. And they were flushing that to people like Stacey Abrams and all these other charities. And yes, banks that were friendly to them. And other actual green, kind of green charities or new green charities that popped up. This is nasty. The Biden administration funded at least $20 billion into environmental groups, most of which had only recently been founded. That, I mean, you can't tell me that this is all above board. Just nutso. In one case, former VP Kamala Harris handed over a check for nearly $7 billion to Bethesda, Maryland-based group Climate United Fund, which does not appear in the IRS's charities database. Now, that is insane. It has no federal filings. Think about this. Somehow, $7 billion government dollars went to a charity that is not registered as a fucking charity and has no federal filings that they've ever done anything charitable. Do you know what that is? That's bullshit. That is a slush fund. That is a Democrat bank account. That was going to be laundered through there. That's a shell company. That's going to be laundered through and right back in the pockets of Democrats and their election campaigns and super PACs. That's why some people are always wondering where they get the money. Act Blue, suddenly people are finding out that some people that didn't even make more than $50,000 a year somehow donated $700,000 a year to Act Blue. It's like, hell? So yeah. So we're talking horrible. In 2024, EPA advisor Brent Efron, that's the guy I just played you, caught on video saying the Environmental Regulatory Agency had rushed out $20 billion in climate funding. And remember, that was before. They still had 2 more months after that guy was caught to flush money out the door. That's just crazy. Get the money out as fast as possible before Trump comes in. Like a tiny throwing gold bars off. I mean, whoa. EPA Administrator Lee Zeldin said on the Alex Marlow show that he is working with the FBI and DOJ on the 8 groups tied to the gold bar scheme. That's the one that makes me just want to, I don't know, I eat a Nerf ball or something and end it. My Lord, it's a joke, YouTube. But come on. Gold fucking bars. Have you ever heard of, hey, let's give this charity that's just popped up, isn't registered with the IRS as a charity, doesn't show no filings, have ever done anything charitable. Let's give them billions. Oh, and I got a better idea. Let's give them billions in gold bars. One, I gotta ask a question. Where the fuck do you get billions in gold bars from? I mean, that's just insane. Billions in gold bars. I've never got my hands on one gold bar. Billions? These aren't the little bitty ounce ones we all get to buy, or 5 ounces. These are the big sons of dinguses that I think American people aren't allowed to own. But we're giving out big gold bars to these charities. $2 billion alone to Stacey Abrams' charity. What the clusterfuck? I have never heard of just throwing gold bars. He literally was throwing gold bars off the Titanic. Holy crap. I want to be paid in gold for my moderating. Yeah? Well, I'll tell you what. Moderating on this channel is easy because there's nobody here. How about this? We'll talk if I get a actual amount of people here. I know these red eye streams, they're not like my earlier streams where I have a chance in my tiny little corner of YouTube. But the red eye runs, I know, especially on Sunday night, I just like to, I get energized. I got meds later. I don't want to go to bed, so I'm just trying to, I got energy. We'll talk. But yeah, hey, tell you what, if I could have somehow knew this was viable, I would have popped up and made the Lion's Den charity. And yes, I'm all for green stuff and helping my Democrat friends. If that would have got me a couple billion in gold bars, plus another 10 to 20 million in cashola, shit. Call me a charity there, Scooby-Doo. Holy God. Then you and I could be talking. You know? I mean, you're being very charitable right now by being here helping me. Well, why can't you be registered as a as a charity? Just stupid. Zeldin said that the director of the Greenhouse Reduction Fund left an NGO to come to the Biden administration, becomes a director of the Greenhouse Reduction Fund, and gave his or her former employer, $5 billion. Huh. I don't stink. He noted that one CEO who applied for a $20 million grant sat on the Biden White House Environmental Justice Council, which had only received $3 million over the prior 3 years. Huh. Weird. The EPA had uncovered that $2 billion was set aside for a climate change group, Power Forward Communities. There's Stacey Abrams, which was associated with Stacey Abrams, even though the organization had only reported $100 in revenue. Yeah. So before this billions were pumped in, they'd only raised $100. I mean, how did somebody not look at this and go, well, that's bullshit? There are people in the IRS, in our government accounting offices, everything else, who should have seen that. And you're telling me there's nobody honest in the deep state that said, hey, that's bullshit. What the fuck is this? Why are we sending out billions in gold bars to these new charities that aren't even registered? How are we guaranteeing this shit? What do you mean how do you know they're a charity? You're not giving to the Salvation Army, you're not giving to Greenpeace or anything else, but these fucking newbies. Well, that seems fine. That's the puppy in the burning house meme yelled at. Everything's fine. Every person involved in it should have been fired. If you saw that on a screen and let that go by, fired. You helped generate those checks or, the paperwork for the gold bars going out the door? Fuck you, gone. I'm done with this. This is stupid. We want to reestablish more oversight controls. Well, gee, no shit, Scooby. I watched a Scooby-Doo episode earlier, so now I'm having problems. We want to have accountability over every penny. Yeah. The fact that we're talking about this, it wasn't already done. I want to have the ability to sit before Congress, and you can ask me 20 of your top questions, and I want to have answers for every single one of them on the top of my head. Good idea. Gee, there's a novel approach, though, isn't it, though? Let's see. Government of the people, by the people, for the people. So we in the government should be answering to the people. Well, that's just fucking insanity. Transparency overspending. Whoa. Good grief. It's just craziness. And I've got this video, not her. Even a lot of these people are talking about it. I mean, let's see. Let's
kickback?
pull
Is
Zippy
it
up
theft?
here. This is
Is it graft? What would you call
Come
it?
on, go.
Lee Zeldin,
Sorry, my headphones weren't
Trump's
playing.
EPA administrator. Is this a kickback? Is it theft? Is it graft? What would you call it?
All the above. It's a green slush fund. $20 billion parked at an outside bank towards the end of the Biden administration, given to just 8 NGOs.
Now think about this. Here's something a lot of people don't realize. This is just laundering. How, you ask? A lot of people don't realize then these NGOs later, or even charities, can donate to candidates and or super PACs. So what happens is the government flushes this money to them, and then when Joe Bob Lefty is running for office, he puts his hand out and suddenly, poof, there's dollars there. His super PAC puts her hand out. Poof, there's dollars there. It's all money laundering. It's 100% money laundering. And boy, no wonder the lefties are screaming. They're losing USAID. They're right now, a lot of this money's being clawed back, they found. What's next? God, the next 6 months are going to be loony. I know a lot of people are losing interest in this because it's not amazing and epic like watching Die Hard or something, but this is crazy shit. The amount they're finding is just, it's beyond anything I bet even Trump thought they would dig up. I bet even Elon Musk goes, holy shit, some days, you know? But yeah, Mr. Miles, yeah, what are the size, how many, the full-size gold bars, how much do they weigh? Let's find out. Let's see here. Holy crap, 27 pounds at $2,000 an ounce. 16 ounces in a pound. Jeez! Jeez! That is insane. So, Mr. Miles, you might be onto something. Boy, if only we'd have known to register ourselves as charities and had the greenie stuff in mind. I would love to be a tree hugger. Jeez. Sometimes I really hate the fact that, this is going to sound bad. Sometimes I hate the fact that I'm not corrupt.
It's named a bunch of them.
Oh, God, doesn't that bother somebody?
These NGOs were created for the first time, many of them just to get this money. And they're pass-throughs. So the EPA entered into this account control agreement with these entities. Treasury enters into a financial agent agreement with the bank, and they design it to tie the EPA's hands behind their back, to tie the federal government's hands behind its back. So when the money goes through the NGOs to subgrantees, many of them also pass-throughs. We don't know where it's going. We don't have the proper amount of oversight. And as you pointed out, it's going to people who are in the Obama and Biden administrations. It's going to donors. It's not going directly, as you pointed out, thankfully you did, it's not going directly to remediate that environmental issue to deliver clean air, land, and water. It's billions, tens of billions of dollars going through their friends.
Well, they're going to say they didn't steal it. They're just going to say
they laundered
got paid
it.
salaries, and then they donated it to some other subcon.
But once again, I'm not going to play all this, but you can't explain Stacey Abrams making a new charity, $100, that's all they've ever raised. They've never spent anything, not registered IRS, gets handed billions. It's all out of it in gold. This is stupid. Mr. Miles, I'm actually all for green, but I don't think we can do it in a sustainable way for industrial cities. The funny thing is, Mr. Miles, America is actually very green. We're not the one producing a huge amount of greenhouse gases. We're actually, considering how big we are actually very clean. It's those assholes in India and China, and even in the Europe and stuff, putting out more than we are. And I'm sorry, I'm tired of green groups putting everything on America. The Green New Deal and bullshit Trump got us out before, the Paris Climate Accords and shit. Put all the onerous on America. China didn't have to do jack. India didn't have to do jack. Even Europe had a lot of their shit delayed in it for 5 to 10 years, depending on the country. A lot of other countries that signed on it didn't have to do nothing between 10 and 20 years. So that does no good when all the onerous is on us to do it now, but they don't have to do nothing. That's not fixing shit. Hey, Greta Thunberg, Go over there to China or India and bitch about what's going on. I mean, my God, there's people over there still wiping their butts with their hands and swimming in a river full of feces. They're building new coal plants all the time. They're flushing more shit out into the ocean than America is, by far. So we are pretty green. What I'm not for is green stuff that's bullshit. Solar is hugely expensive, hugely damaging to the environment, takes a shitload of maintenance and a shitload of space. One nuclear plant that is running in my area, Cordova nuclear plant, what's having this Project Veritas or something is running also here in Illinois. We have nuclear plants that put out insane amounts of power for the footprint. Cordova, not even running full strength, is an older nuclear plant, never had a problem, and it puts, I think, 25 to 40% of the power for the whole area around here. I mean, they even transfer power to some of these nuclear plants up to Chicago to bail their asses out. So it's crazy. The stupid solar shit's got to stop unless we get it better and we get the shit so we're not digging up shit from the earth. The windmills are hugely expensive and they die out before they ever get paid off. So we need to do better. I'm all for nat gas or finding ways to make our cars cleaner. I've been in auto tech for decades. The advancements in how clean our cars are. How many people know this? Used to be, remember you see all the TV shows, how did somebody end themselves or self-delete? They would shut the garage door, sit in the car running. Or run a hose in the car. Did you know that you almost can't do that on today's cars? The stuff coming out of the tailpipe is so cleaned up now, it's very hard to off yourself or delete yourself with your car. Even the diesels. We run the type of DEF fluid, urea type fluid, that makes them actually very clean. The jackasses with the black smoke, they're doing that on purpose. The coal rollers. Yeah, so the newer stuff, we've cleaned things insanely. Even coal plants that we have running have scrubbers and are very clean. But putting all this shit on America is stupid. When the technology's there, you can't force tech. Well, are electric cars good? Not really for most people. You take an electric pickup truck, compare it to my 2007 Avalanche, fully load my Avalanche, fully load that electric truck. I may lose 20, 25% of my mileage, but that electric pickup truck should lose 50 to 75% of its miles. That's holy shit. And everything you do in those, people don't realize every radio, the heat, the wipers, everything kills your mileage. If you step on the gas harder, it's crazy. It's exponential. But someday, maybe we'll have the storage cells, or maybe we'll give up and go hydrogen or, nat gas. Nat gas is pretty clean. We have a shitload of it. So yeah, we need to do better on green before the technology needs to be there first. But I'm just calling a lot of these up so you guys can see. This is a big deal. This is everywhere. People are talking about it. Now, they spent, all told now, they've been putting out, you saw, at least $375 billion. $740 billion was in the Inflation Reduction Act. So yeah, it's crap. They are just blowing the money. Okay, here, say the New York Post did correct it. $375 billion. So they did correct it. But yeah, so this is another one, him talking about it. It's just nutso. Now this guy is trying to say, now here's the next thing I wanted to a little chit chat about. I'll talk to Mr. Miles here for a sec. However, I am heavy for there to be a focus on the technologies. We have a pretty heavy focus. I mean, honestly, we're ahead of the whole world. How do you think a country like America has cleaned up so much? Like I said, I'm in the auto industry. I have seen the good and the bad of how much we've pushed our technology. Our cars don't last as long now. They have major problems earlier. They're just not as good in a lot of ways. The technology's pushed and helped, but the EPA setting standards, mileage standards, too fast has caused a lot of stuff to be a lot shittier on cars and a lot more problems. Trust me, I'll work on them. They got to do things to lighten them up to get them to do these things. That just makes them crap. That's why brake rotors warp so much now. They're made thin. They're one use. Used to be you could turn brake rotors multiple times. Not now. One use. There's a lot of stuff they lighten up and there's problems. They're pushing standards before where tech is there. Honestly, I think they need to back off a lot on that. But the good is, yes, we have had some mileage increases and some cool tech. But causing it to cause too many problems has been an issue. It's caused to make things more complicated than it needs to be. I mean, I'm sorry. The fact that my transmission knows what radio station I'm listening to is a little too much interconnectivity. We don't need that. And it causes huge problems when these systems go down. It's nutso. I don't mind cars being able to talk, but CAN bus system where, oh my God, if I have my radio too loud, the engine has to know that. It's like, that's just stupid. But the technologies are there. We are advancing, and we have enough oil and gas and other stuff to go for hundreds of years. By then, tech will be there. Be it electric, natural gas, some type of super solar, something. Perpetual motion machines, we don't know. But we shouldn't be pushing it too fast. I'm not for pushing mandates. Yeah, mandates are dumb. Mandates cause nothing but troubles. It rarely ever does a mandate come out good for you and me. So yeah. Thing is, I love Star Trek, as you can tell. But you gotta watch it, because Star Trek, their governmental system is a tad socialist. It is. Yeah. But yeah, the thing is, the world government, the World Economic Forum, and some of these people are pushing, is not actually the Star Trek version. Now, Star Trek also, yes, it can be a little socialistic-y at times. And I kind of laugh at where they go, we've moved beyond money, and we only listen to classical music. I preferred a little more of the Orville version of the future. Because Star Trek people, as much as I love them, yes, in the later series, they all did seem to have a little bit of a stick up their ass at times. Where you're like, hey, screw you. Not everybody 400 years now is still listening to Brahms and Beethoven, and nobody's listening to Van Halen. You know? Oh, everybody's playing the violin and doing Shakespeare. Nobody's doing Cats or playing an electric guitar. Fuck off. That's retarded. It just is. The Orville, I loved it. But it was a little more realistic. We could be future. We could be moving to this brighter time and happier with ourselves and less jackassery in our society. But we could still be real people. They could have a pop brownie and play an electric guitar and play Dolly Parton 9 to 5. Ha. So there was a little more realism there in ways. A show that Seth MacFarlane and Fox screwed the pooch on. As soon as that went to Hulu, I knew they were fucked. I knew it. I called it the day I heard that announcement. People were like, oh no, it'll be fine. I'm like, wow, we'll get one more season. Watch this shit. That's what we got. It sucks. What a good show. Yeah. Antimatter. Antimatter would be, well, the closest thing we have to antimatter right now is if we get to nuclear fusion. We are doing nuclear fission reactors now. Fusion, they've got little glimmers of getting it to work. Nuclear fusion would be amazing. But even the nuclear fission we're running right now is insanely cheap, insanely good for the environment, and it puts out a crap load of cheap power. But oh no, we gotta be scared. No, yeah, who's telling you that? All the power people out there who don't want to compete against it. But yeah, matter, antimatter. But man, I'm telling you, if anybody's out there's never seen The Orville, go watch it. Yes, it is a little funnier than Star Trek, but it's supposed to be. It's not slapstick, and that show got so much better as it went. It's kind of like Star Trek The Next Generation with some reality of people in it. They're not all perfect. They're not all have a stick up their butts. They're not all quoting Shakespeare while playing violin Brahms. They actually act like people. Love Star Trek, but yes, sometimes, especially Next Generation, they were all acting a little highbrow. They were. I mean, they were a little highbrow. But that's just me. Now, the next thing here, wanting to go down and chit-chats about, is this is the stupidity of the left. The hypocrisy. Tim Pool says it's not even hypocrisy. They just don't care. They don't believe in anything. I agree. Tim, you can be right at times. Actually, you're right a lot, very heavily. But there are times where, yeah, you're way fucking wrong or way too centered and trying to cover both sides. Now, I don't mean cover both sides as in, oh, I'm reporting equally. No, you're just trying not to get in the middle of something. But this guy over here, Trump started the reckless spending, Biden just continued. They're no different. Okay, let me help you out here, fuckwit. Yeah, the biggest pandemic was dropped on Trump's head. We had the best economy in 40 to 50 years in this country. Things were going amazing. They dropped a pandemic on him. He followed the advice of people that were supposed to be experts. And I hate when people, well, Trump did Operation Warp Speed. Trump pushed 2 weeks for the shut. He was listening to experts. The lefties love to call Trump a fucking moron. He's an idiot. Dumb orange man. Yeah, then they suddenly act like he's a genetics biologist and a virologist and all this other crap. Make up your mind, jackasses. He's either mega mind or he's Forrest Gump. You can't have it both ways. It's the same way lefties do with Russia. Gonna take over all of Europe. Can't even beat Ukraine. See how lefties are? They do not believe in anything. It's whatever helps them take power or hold somebody back and put power over them. That's all it is. So this jackass here. Trump is also responsible for the increase during the first 3 quarters of Biden's presidency. Aha, keep track here. So you don't even have to read the rest. But Trump is also responsible for the increase during the first 3 quarters of Biden's presidency. So, when Trump came into office his first term, he brought the economy up. People go, well, that's not him. Biden did that. Okay. So using that logic. People blaming Trump now for eggs in the economy. Hey, fuck you. That's just because of Biden shit. Trump's got to live with that now. Just like you're saying here. Like I said, you can't have it both ways. Well, Trump says also the increase of the first quarter of Biden's presidency because he spent too much. Well, then Biden fucked the economy into a mud hole, and now Trump's having to deal with it. They don't believe in anything. They will say either or, just to gain their power. It's no different. You don't have to read the rest of this. Just that one area right there. This moron shows his hypocrisy. So, yeah. No, he did not. He surprised. But the thing is, he came in and he was a breath of fresh air. He was a breath of fresh air to the people. The people have been screaming for change. And Trump, purposely or not, maybe, whatever. But yeah, I agree. And he's even said, holy shit. But I don't think he knew. And he ran into this with so much, reckless abandon. And I don't think he even knew. He knew we were corrupt, but he had no clue. And then he got in there and found out. But I get so angry about people. Well, Trump did this during the pandemic. Oh, man, did he put this? You know what? Screw you. A man first time in office is depending on who everybody who's been there for years tells him are experts. If he can't depend on his EPA, his Food and Drug Administration people, and all these others, holy shit. Like I said, they expect him to be a virologist. They act like Trump is a dum-dum and a genius all at once. The left believes nothing. They will say whatever it is at that moment. Whatever it takes for them to try to win an argument or lie about it or gain power. There's no belief. So, yeah. So, no, I agree he did not. But he also, I don't know if he winged it. Trump went in with good intentions his first term. He did. But he had no clue. He thought he knew how corrupt we were. He thought he'd play nice with some of these people, bring in some of the people that, they said, hey, use these people, be fine. Most of them stabbed him in the back. He found out how corrupt. And actually, I think that first term was good for Trump and the subsequent 4 years where they just went after him. He saw every time they made new law just to go after him, which is illegal. Every time they broke his constitutional rights, raided him, tried to take his money, said Mar-a-Lago's only worth $16 million. Stupidity. He saw it all. Went through his wife's underwear drawer. Put his family at risk. almost got him deleted. Came that close. He saw it all. So now he's in there with 3 pints of I don't give a shit in his freezer, and he's bringing it. He's learned that we are so corrupt. He's not trusting. That's why he brought in other people, including people from the other party. He's trusting nobody. He brought in new. That's why he's cleaning house of all these assholes. So yeah. But yeah, he did go in with good intentions. He really did. Let's see. Stop pretending everybody knew, including Congress. Yeah, that's my problem. Who still passed trillions of dollars to Biden's shadow government, all while they claimed on TV they didn't even know who was running our country. When we all damn well know they know exactly who. 100%. They know exactly who. But Blinken through the United Nations, yes. Because almost all the shit Biden did, weirdly lined up with WEF and UN plans and mandates and stuff they've mentioned. So yeah, it's craziness. Yeah, I am a little pissed at that because I don't think we should let Congress off. There's no way most of Congress didn't know. The very fact that they didn't go out on the steps of the Capitol or all over back to their states or whatever and scream out loud about this. Every single one of any party that even had an inkle should have been saying something. They did not. Did not. Yeah, see, the funny thing is, every representative knew of Biden's mental decline. We knew it during the election. Anybody with common sense was looking during the election going, this fucker's got spaghetti for brains. This guy's a mush mouth. I mean, he's worse than a 2-year-old muskmelon inside his head. He's got nothing. He couldn't talk right then. And they were hiding him in his house. We all know they were drugging his butt. They were giving him IV meds. Because one time he'd be like, couldn't even talk right. Stand there with his hands like this. At that CNN town hall thing, he's just standing there. And he leg bent a little. He looked like he was pooping. I am con Julio. But then another time he's talking much clearer. Not like, okay, up and down Alzheimer's dementia shit. We're talking much. His body looked stronger. It was weird. They were giving him shit. And then finally, when they were done with him, after they stopped giving him his shit before he went on that debate against Trump. And then since then, they gave him nothing. Look at the decline since then. It's been rapid. It is rapid how much he's gone down. And since the American people knew, I don't care. And this is going to be a big, broad fuck you to all Democrats and lefties. Don't tell me you didn't know. It was obvious and clear. The man's being saved from answering questions by the Easter Bunny. He called Kamala president more than he called himself president. Yeah. He kept saying how much he was going to get in trouble if he answered any more questions. Well, they've only told me I can answer this many. Oh, I might answer, but I'm going to get in trouble. Jesus Christ, anybody thinks this guy as a president is stupid, or you're a blatant liar, or maybe a mix of both. You talk stupid hypocrisy levels. Then suddenly they all acted surprised after that debate. Well, who knew? My God, we were lied to. Dude, come on, Morning Joe. You really think he's the best Joe Biden we've ever seen? He's doing handstands and running the 2-minute mile. You know, when you do, he's not on camera. But in front of us, he's just doing his Yoda. Horrible, horrible, horrible. I am tired of it, and I think there needs to be something done about Congress, because they knew. They were right there. They actually got to see this man up close and smell him. I mean, jeez. The accounts of him pooping while he's out doing stuff in places. Yeah, there's some stupid stuff, and I agree. People need to be prosecuted. They hid stuff, and it's just bad. Bad juju. But yeah, that's just what I think. But that's just kind of what I want to talk about a little bit tonight. Mostly that stuff is my major chatting points on this glorious, however you want to call it, Sunday night to Monday morning. It is, I like the no clock change now. It was nice. It was nice and glorious. Having more daylight again. Oh, I mean, I know that where I'm at, the winter ain't going to be fully over. It's going to bite us in the ass somehow. But I'll take every step closer to some spring weather. Bundling up every time you're going to go walk your dogs and unbundling and then cleaning the snow off the dogs or taking off their stuff or taking off your stuff. Oh. And you got 3 hound dogs. It's rough. Speaking of which, I have no dogs or cats at the moment. Well, that is rare down here. But yeah, Mr. Miles, I agree. Trump was surprised, but I'll tell you what, whether it was an accident or whatever else, all I can say is thank whatever God you want to pray to. I don't care if it's Mother Earth or a random chance of the universe. Be thankful he did, because that is a big problem I'm having. It's how Democrats are pulling your hair out over this and freaking out. Go to Facebook, go to Reddit. It's crazy. And you have to ask them, why are you fighting against corruption? Pulling out corruption. You're fighting against auditing our government. Our government. A lot of these left dung. Oh, they get the brains of a dung beetle. I mean, it's like they really think I shit you not. I've heard people say, well, we work. The government does. We work for the government. The government work. Yeah, they say we work for the government. Like people will say, well, government workers pay taxes like we do. And I could feel an aneurysm growing in my brain. My eyes started twitching. No. They live off our tax dollars. It's reciprocal. They put nothing into the tax base. We pay taxes, which is their salary. They get a salary from that tax base, and then they give back a little. It's no. I'd explain it to people multiple times. They don't get it. So yeah, but yeah, Trump, it's a good thing he went in. And if you look at the insanity on the left right now, they are angry about auditing our government, the government of the people. They're mad about going after waste spending. They're mad about the IRS being audited and reduced. They're backing the IRS. Some of these people have actually gone, I was cheering for Canada to win over the America in hockey. The fuck is your problem? You won't clap for a 13-year-old cancer survivor boy? Because all might give Trump a win? You're a piece of shit. I mean, a total piece of shit. Good God. So yeah. Do you remember when Biden said I wouldn't have picked vice president? Yeah. If I didn't think she was qualified to be president. Well, how about when he put on the Make America Great hat? That was not an accident. I'll tell you what, Joe Biden, okay. They used Joe Biden. They used him. And yes, I do think his wife is a big, big POS. She is the wart on the bunghole of progress at, what a, Dr. Jill. Fuck you, doctor. Jesus. It's a doctorate. I'm sorry. We call medical people doctors. Fuck off. Right, Riker? Exactly. So Dr. Jill can kiss my ass. But Biden himself knew they were using him. And he thought, they probably told him he was going to get 2 terms of president. And then he knew he wasn't signing and doing shit. They're giving him flashcards on what to sit and stand. But there's enough left up there at certain times to know he's being used. And they told him, I'm betting he's going to get 2 terms. Then suddenly when they threw him away like that, he saw it. As dirty as that jackass is, you do got to feel a little bit for him. Just a little. Because, man, any human, even a nasty one, gets used like that. And the man was not all there. That's the worst part. Biden, 15, 20 years ago, you could be a little more, who gives a fuck about what they did to Biden? This man was a mush head when they had him run in 2020. They knew he was a mushhead. That's why they put him up there. He was the Wizard in Oz. They gave less than a rat's ass about that man. And then he saw it. He got to see how much he was being used by them in his moments of rationality. That man did a lot during the election. His wife wearing red during the election was not a boo-boo on voting day. Joe Biden putting the hat on was not a boo-boo. He made a bunch of little comments and things that backstabbed Kamala, said things outright where, oh my God, the Democrats were like, shit, that's the worst thing you could have said. That's not going to help Kamala. Talking about openly saying multiple times how, well, Kamala was in the room with me every time. I'm part of every decision I've made. Oh, fuck. You had that to Kamala saying, when The View asked her, what would you do differently? Nothing comes to mind. Holy shit. Holy shit. Well, I will agree with Mr. Miles. Oh, the good times. You gotta miss, Biden was a meme machine. Like pooping thing, holding his hands weird, like he's got a jetpack on, or pooping himself. No, Biden saw it. There were shit him and his wife said and did during that campaign where you know they couldn't do too much or they would have thrown him, his whole family, under the bus. They would have released tons of shit on Hunter, on him. He went right up to the edge, I'll bet you. I'll bet you the only thing they didn't do more is because, one, they wanted a Democrat president they could somehow try to make look good. Couldn't have that scandal that, oh my God, this guy we lied about. Shit, he was the asshole, piece of shit, demented sucker you guys all thought. And we were lying. So they had to protect him to a point. But I bet he went right up to that edge where they're like, oh, it might be worth it. He said and did so much shit that helped Trump. Oh. So yeah, it's crazy. So in a way, like I said, if he had been 15, 20 years ago, Biden, absolutely, fuck him. But as he was, yeah, he was still an evil prick. But he wasn't him. He wasn't there all the time. You know, the elevator was not going to the top. So yeah, you gotta feel a little. But man, everybody acting like they didn't know. What a load of shit. That's just crap. All right, let's head back here. Oh, I'm gonna try to head back. Trying to head back to home. Here we go. Let's do that. Yeah, I was responding to that guy. This guy here, I was responding to his thing talking about, Biden had to inherit Trump's bullshit, blah, 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 and this, that. So I just said, so then the economy right now, 8 weeks into the Trump administration, is Biden's fault. That is the egg shortage and inflation, by your own logic. Yeah. Come on back at me, bud. Come on back at me. 100%. You don't get it both ways. So, yeah. Uh-oh. Let's see. I'm just going to scan around here. We're going to find something, see if we can find funny shit to talk about. Or if we're going to talk a little Marvel, see what we can find. This from Elon Musk. Yeah, why are liberals so violent? Legacy media propaganda is a major part of the problem. Yes. Yes. Now, real quick, I'll agree with something else Tim Pool says. A lot of center and right-leaning people right now are celebrating like some big win has happened. No, we've won a battle. The war is coming. You think the mainstream media and the left are just going to sit down and shut up as they watch YouTube, Rumble, media itself start to be dominated by the center and right? No. They felt they were complacent. They poo-pooed all the independent media, YouTubers, Rumble people, Spotify, you name it, Joe Rogan's. They crapped on it, didn't pay attention. But they still have trillions of dollars. And now they see where the power is lying right now to get the media and the narrative out there. They are going to come for these spaces. There are going to be a lot of center-right YouTubers that I agree with a lot of people that are going to suddenly get banned or start seeing their viewership drop. They're going to have the algorithms turned against them. Suddenly the government's going to go, well, you did ads for this thing that technically you're not supposed to, so we're going to have to take you down. You did drug ads without license to do so. It's illegal to do certain drug ads and certain investment ads and everything else. A lot of right-leaning YouTubers are doing it. Watch. This shit could come back on them. Think you've been taken down, banned, suspended right down the next election, the midterms. Ooh. And the left is starting to pump money into people like Harry Sisson and other lefties. Dude, they're pumping an insane amount of money. YouTube's algorithm is pushing them to bring them up to Joe Rogan levels or Tim Pool levels or, D-Day Cobra or Salty Cracker levels or above. Charlie Kirk levels. They are pumping in money to take this space back. And a lot of right-leaning people are not paying attention. Steven Crowder called that out pretty heavily the other day a little bit too, but not near as good as Tim Pool did. So, yeah. I always say watch a lot, read a lot from all sides, and learn. Keep your eyes open. Oh, you can call me Kylie. How's it going? Some people on here will call me CF because of my other channel. My Urban Exploring channel, where CF, which is my lung condition, is part of my name on there. A lot of people on YouTube just know me as CF because of that. Because I've been on YouTube for years, multiple channels. And that channel, somehow a lot of people glommed onto that name. Even when I was doing other channels, they called me CF. When I had a political channel called Potato News Network, they called me CF. When I was on a channel Tough Topics with some friends, they called me CF. It was weird. Somehow CF stuck. But a lot of people do know my name. I mean, it's Kylie. But yeah, a lot of people just call me CF on here. Weird as hell. It seems to have stuck. Like Connie came in here today, she called me CF. American Explorer called me CF. So it's really stuck. All right, legacy media. Let's see. Why are liberals so violent? People just want a safe, clean car. Leave them alone. Coffee Time should be watched by the police. Coffee Times. I saw a Cybertruck in my city for the first time yesterday. Made my blood boil. I had to resist the urge to follow the guy into the mall parking lot and kick the shit out of him. That's how I feel about supporting Elon. Wow. I'm not kidding. It crossed my mind. Then I thought about just putting a rock through the windshield while it was charging at Lime Ridge Mall. That is insanity of the ever peaceful left. Nope. It's spelled different than that. K-I-L-E-Y. That's Kyle. That is Kyle. K-I-L-E-Y. It's an old English surname, but also my parents took it from a really old family text. There's a book they had for some ancient Scottish or Celtic. It was translated on my name means boy, or firstborn boy child. It was crazy. So my parents were actually lazy and named me Boy. So if you meet a girl with my name, if you want to dig back that far, the etymology of it, it means boy. I said they had a couple old books. They were into that, some of that Scottish Celtic stuff. I'm not even sure which one, but yeah, they showed me the book when I was a kid, and yeah, boy. Translated through boy. So I'm named Boy. Nope, K-I-L-E-Y. You're close. Nope, K-I-L-E-Y. That's it. Everybody on here knows. A lot of people on all my channels have known my name, so it's not a big deal. But a lot of people just called me stuck with CF. Weird as hell. I'm not kidding. It crossed my mind. This is the violent left. I mean, these ever-tolerant lefties. You don't see a lot of right-leaning or libertarian people post shit like this. Yeah, and then you wonder why there are attacks happened I was talking about the other night. Yep, that's it, Mr. Miles. What is this? I don't know. Are we in the mood for this tonight? If there's music, I'm going to stop. So let's see if there's music. Is there sound? Oh, I turned these off, didn't I? Okay. Is that heel breaking on that shoe? Or just can't stand right? I'm trying to figure out what they're trying to do in the first place. Put a J.D. Vance's face on him. Oh. No, we're done with the J.D. Vance memes. I got that out of my system last night. Whoa. Oh, MAGA sheep. It's not about finding waste. You're so naive. They're going after hardworking people. If the 1% just paid their fair share. Oh, shut up. Yeah, I know what he's saying. I know this guy, and he's not for that way. But what's your message to her? She's an idiot. That's not the way it works. You could take 100% of every penny from the upper 1% in this country, wouldn't touch our $33 trillion debt. But let's hear her snap her head here, because I'm up for a little mental abuse.
MAGA sheep, you're so naive. You think this is for government waste? No. They're going after hardworking people, the 99%, and firing them.
Really?
Because they have a $2 trillion deficit. But guess what?
But wait. Didn't Trump just get in there? So that $2 trillion deficit, snap her head with a, wow, she got the haircut for it. All she needs is a nose ring. Snap her head. That $2 trillion deficit, wouldn't that be the Biden deficit? Or are you saying in 8 weeks, Trump somehow made a $2 trillion deficit already? You are a dumbass. And what do you mean firing the lower 90? No, he's firing government workers. I love the other day, I was watching TVs at the gym a little bit, paying attention on corner of my eye. Oh my God, jobless numbers rose. Yeah. In the government sector. Sorry. You laughed. You government people laughed and mocked people who lost money on the pipelines and around them. So guess what? Time to get laughed back at by blue-collar people.
If every rich person paid their fair share of taxes, and I'm not talking about more taxes, their fair share, we would have
According to who?
$1 trillion to go into the budget. But no, they don't want to go there, you suckers. Just
We're 33 plus trillion in debt, lady. That's not going to do anything. So once you seize that $1 trillion, what do you do then? You've put out of business every of the upper 1% who runs and makes businesses. They're all gone. So what? Then you move down the line until you get to who? Oh, so you take everything from, okay, now people in the upper 10%, people in the upper 20, people in the upper, oh, shit. Stupid. You better learn to code quicker than AI, though. Oof. Oh, I don't tell them to code, Mr. Miles. I tell them, go learn to work on an oil derrick or an oil pipeline. Ha-ha! Total paybacks.
Just wait until they come after your job.
Hey, cutting the IRS sounds to me like not coming after us.
Just wait. It'll happen.
Really? Now, this is one of the same morons that during the original Trump administration said, oh, Trump is going to crash the economy. Best economy ever. Trump is going to start World War III. Made peace. Trump is a Russian spy. Oops, Hillary did it. Trump is going to put the Browns as people in chains. Gave them more money to help them than Obama did. Yeah, these are the same jackasses. He's only going to give their rich tax cut. Gave tax cuts across the board to everybody. So much that businesses were giving money to people in bonuses and giving raises. Fuck this, people. Stupid. Just stupid. Oh, no. Oh, cat turd, thank you. Diversity hurts no one, you stupid orange fuck. Oh, is that that guy that was crying over the Ukraine thing? I think it is. I think that's the guy that was crying on camera over they treated Zelensky so bad. Oh my God. Oh my. Yep. You my hero. Boy, I bet people have been answering him good. Oh God. Yeah. It admits the $2 billion EPA would give her used to buy vote. What? Okay. I'm going to say bullshit, but hey, let's take a listen. I don't know. I was trying to get out of the brain rot, but okay.
One of the ironies of the attack on you, and I'm going to play what he did, was that my understanding is the program at the source of this whole thing is a program to lower costs for people. Do I have that top line correct?
Really? So where does that go from $2 billion? No,
you have it absolutely right.
Okay, so I'm gonna play what he had to say, and then I'm gonna ask you to explain what the program is that was such an obvious, ludicrous laugh line.
Right. Okay, dude, ask her this simple question: when in the history of our government have charities that popped up suddenly and only have $100 in their accounts, have zero filings that they've ever given anything and helped anybody, are not even registered as charity at the IRS? Show me those people getting billions in gold. Show me that. Ask her.
For the Republicans there. Take a listen.
$1.9 billion to
All this is
recently
true.
created Decarbonization of Homes Committee, headed up, and we know she's involved. Just at the last moment, the money was passed over by a woman named Stacey Abrams. Have you ever heard of her?
Okay, so what is this organization?
No.
What is your
See,
relationship-
Mr. Miles, I don't want to block the beautiful MSNBC banner and the beautiful face of Rachel Madcow. How dare you? How rude of you. Wouldn't you rather me block Stacey Abrams' face a little bit? I can move me down, but, I'm not sure you really want that, man. Do you? I mean, oof. You're a demanding sort. I can move me. But I just was trying to save you Stacey Abrams' face. But I'll block MSNBC a little out. Why not? Oh, Lordy.
to it, and what does it do?
In 2023 and 2024, I led a program called Vitalizing DeSoto. We worked in a tiny town in South Georgia to demonstrate that by replacing energy inefficient appliances with efficient appliances, you can lower your cost. And in fact, we accomplished that. For 75% of the community, they got appliances that are lowering their bills right now. We had one woman who saw her electric bill cut in half from $180 to $98. That's what we delivered. And based on that program, a coalition of organizations, famous organizations, came together and said to the EPA, if we can do this here, we can do this for
one. Was it
sorry.
My understanding is the
EPA. If we can do this here, we can do this for millions more Americans. Let us invest the money of America in lowering the cost for Americans. And the EPA said, okay, great, go for it.
Now, the funny thing here, yes, that's buying. They're buying votes. Because they're going to these people, and they're saying who they are. Everybody, knows Stacey Abrams is a Democrat. She's run for office, been in office. They know who she is. And this group, I'm betting, is telling you, this is from the Democrat Party. It is buying votes. Let alone how much is going back and just be laundered back in their pockets. Yeah, by the way, if you want great production values, but you are in the wrong show. I'm this lonely little self-taught little cracker here in my little basement. You want high production values, go to talk to Steven Crowder or something. I'm some jerkosaurus who's tried to self-teach himself this, and I don't even remember how I've self-taught myself. I thought this was funny. Does anyone care? If y'all don't give us what we want, we sitting out. One good English. Angel Reese on the upcoming WNBA, the contract negotiation stuff. It's like, no, fine, screw you. You live off the men anyway. I'm done. She's the future leader of Earth. I already didn't watch STD. But my God, when they did that, I saw that and on Critical Drinker, someone was like, oh, for the love of God. Just come on. Then they put Jack Black and somebody in Star Wars, one of the Star Wars shows. Oh, cripes. I think it was a Mandalorian or something, which started out great and went to crap. Disney has destroyed Star Wars. Trump is what created the evil mirror universe. Yeah? No, my. Now that Trump won, though, that means we're going to become the space race. Yeah. Ouch. Sorry, Canadians. It's really kind of true. Well, name one thing you bought from Canada. Probably your cars. There's a lot of our cars made in Canada, but other than that, it's not a lot. It's not a lot. I'd rather go out on this. We're going to be here for another 10, 15 minutes and get out. But yeah, so tomorrow I'm going to sit down and try to go through this and chapter it. I was going to try to do that today, but Sunday's the day me and the wife and the furry things and stuff all spend time together. It's her one regular day off. Oh, Sudan. Once again, I don't care. I don't care. Afghanistan, Sudan, Ukraine, and other countries, I don't care. We've got our own problems. Fix us. Oh, no. Oh, that's good humor. Oh, okay. This is humorous. What did this Jack Nugget think he was going to do? This doofus head. He's lucky he didn't fall under the wheel. Look how close he is to this wheel at this one point. Watch this. What if he tripped right there? Running sideways. Oh, my. Dude, I'll tell you what right now. You punch my car, we're going to have problems. And look at my cop car. Wait a minute. Cop car. Right there. What is that police officer doing? There, police officer, get out and arrest this jackass. I like how his face is pretty prominent. Ah, stupid right there. Yes, he should be. Yes, he should be. Oh, my. Dude, tell me she does not look like a SpongeBob SquarePants character. Whew. Oh, my. That's just crazy. Yes, she is. Ghetto. Sorry. I'll give you a chance. What's your honest opinion of AOC and Jasmine Crockett? Ghetto. Actually, Jasmine's the new AOC. AOC's old school. You know, donkey there from Shrek. She's old news. Now they found somebody darker and even more ghetto. So AOC's being replaced. You're hearing tons about Jasmine Crockett now. You know they found out. Boy, she's kind of a turd too. Pretty bad one. Let's see here. Trying to. Oh, this crazy lady. Oh no, I'm not gonna watch it. We're gonna go find something try to fun. Oh yeah, this is just brain rot right here.
Crime.
Here's some brain rot.
It is not a criminal violation to enter the country illegally. It's not.
Yeah,
it's
it
not
is.
a criminal. It's a crime. It's not a crime, which is why they're so frustrated, because they really want our local law enforcement to go out and round up people when they could be looking out for the murderers and the sexual abusers as well as the robbers. They want them to go and round people up on civil accusations. And so that, it is not a criminal violation.
It is a crime. I can't remember the statute, but I've heard Tom Homan and a bunch of others mention it right out. It's a crime. This is the idiot they listen to. Jasmine. It's not a crime to illegally cross the border. It's like very criminal. Breaks a bunch of federal statutes. Let alone a bunch of state laws down south and stuff. So yeah. Oh boy. Okay. We're getting close to the end of the brain rot here, everybody. But whoa. Somebody's parents are proud. That is proud right there.
Hey there. Do you mind if I sit next to you? Great. I guess I haven't properly introduced myself. My name's Bug. What's yours? Sarah.
Scared.
There's nothing wrong with it. I just don't sit with normies most of the time. Well, let's just see if we have some things in common. Do you listen to Cave Town? You don't? Maybe you watch Dream? No. What do? You do makeup? That's so cool, me too. I could put some blush on you if you'd like. You're already wearing blush. Not enough. Well, it's been nice sitting with you. Maybe you can sit with me and Slug at lunch. Before you go, I didn't get your pronouns. Oh, she, her? Okay. Well, I'm he, him, they, air, bark, frog, self, and fan. Alright. Catch you on the flip, Sarah.
Shit. ICP, Insane Clown Posse. Yes, I know who ICP is. She's a juggalo. It's Joker's rejected cousin. Actually, that might be, oh, come on. What's her name? Harley Quinn. It might be Harley Quinn's sister. Oh, my God. Ukrainians are more American than Americans. You can't even know. That's just, you can't do that. This is one that I still don't understand. And I'm even going to go after the Trump administration for this. Why is this guy not arrested? Not being major investigated? Because I don't care what you say. Something stinks. There's so much video evidence of him doing this shit. And they never, ever did anything to him. Never prosecuted him. They prosecuted people who just walked on the grounds on the edge of it. This guy's in the middle. He's on the street the day before. He's in the middle of the day of pushing people to do this. And they did jack shit? Come on. This guy. Because he was a plant. 100%. But God. I urge, come on, Kash Patel. When you get done with some of this Epstein stuff and everything else, and get this done. And the traitors you guys caught the other day. Whoa. Oh my. Whoa. Whoa, whoa. Holy crap. I'm not saying that out loud. This is not my post YouTube. I'm just scrolling. Wow. Holy crap. I'm sorry, Tiff, but I can see why you might have got removed there. Holy Jesus God. Oh. Ho, 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 ho. Wow. I'll leave it there for a second for you to read, but woof. And if you are somewhere where you can say this out loud, do it once, because I'm saying it in my head is going, oh shit. Holy shit. That's woof, woof, woof. That's rough. So I'll let you have a chance to read that out loud if you can. And if you do and somebody across the room stares at you, woo, woo, woo. Wow. I like the classless low IQ bitch sickle. I can read that one. Oh my gods. That has got to be one of the best lines of holy crap I've seen in a while. Woo! The Gettysburg Address. Yeah, that is. Whoa! That is horrible. Oh my God. Did you guys. Oh, okay. Last little things. I do talk about pop culture. I'm not a big Harry Potter fan, but let me find this. Let me see. Come on. Where is it? Oh, come on. I think it's here. Let me try to find it. Well, you guys, I don't know if it's going to find it or not, but the new Snipe, Cerberus Snipe, is a black guy. I know enough to know about Harry Potter to know they describe who Cerberus Snipe is multiple times by being pale and blah. And so now wait a second, they're going to go after and keep saying how creepy and this. Remember, Snipe was creeping on some chicks and younger girls and stuff and all this other stuff. So now they got to say a black man did that. Dude, are they going to change the whole story so they don't have to say this guy did it? And doesn't Snipe get lynched? I thought he did. It's been a while. But good God, would you stop, for the love of cripes, making these gender swaps? But this guy's talking about, I can't remember if I can find it, but the new Cerberus Snipe is not even close. Severus Snipe, Jesus. Nice if I could say it properly. But I was never been the biggest Harry Potter fan. We know somebody that is. But yeah, it's just crazy. New Harry Potter, yeah, that's a joke. It's not. It's not. You know, some people are like, wouldn't want to put it past them. But yeah, the new Severus Snipe is going to be more melanated. What the fuck is this? I think, and a lot of people were very excited over this. I think they just kind of shot themselves a foot. Now, a lot more people take Harry Potter pretty seriously. And honestly, unless they're going to be really, I don't know how they're going to leave the rest of the story alone, since he's described a certain way. He's done some really horrible shit, and they don't like to dance around and say that black people can do anything horrible. So they're going to have to change a lot of crap. Snape, my bad. My bad. I told you I'm not a Harry Potter person, but a long time since I read it. Severus Snape. Lord loves a duck. It's been a long time. I'm a normie. I mostly remember the movies. I did read, but it was a long time ago. Never read them all. Those are long. My wife has them too. But yeah, it's just, that's insanity. Sorry, Severus Snape. Yep. It's like people calling it Star Trek. Star Trek. So I understand. I get just knowing Star Trek. It's not track. It's trek. What's a trek? Oh, for love of aneurysm. Watcha! Wow. Well, then you are definitely the man. But yeah, go look that crap up. He's gonna be melanated. How are you gonna swing that with that story? They're gonna have to axe some of the story behind Snape. They're gonna have to. They can't let some of that stand. They can't. Oh my Lord. But yeah, I just thought you guys would enjoy that. I mean, ugh. But yeah, I don't know. But I think we're probably gonna get out of here in a little bit. I think I'm about done for the night. I got treatments to do. I want to get to bed by sometime. I don't think there's anything else we should be looking at. Let's see. Who do I want here? Oh, just out of curiosity, let's go check this. I haven't taken a look. You know, do you remember when Libs of TikTok first came out? Weren't they funnier? They've gone so political now. They used to be kind of political. I enjoyed when they just posted lefties. Didn't you? I miss the lefty posts. Just showing the lefties for what they are. I think she's lost some luster doing this in a way. Yeah, that's neato, huh? That is freaky. Ugh. This line must be drawn here. This far, no further. All I can say is, hey, welcome to the club, man. Welcome to the party, pal. Star Wars, Star Trek, Doctor Who, all flushed. Remakes of everything, prequels to everything. Jeez Louise. They're talking about redoing Big Trouble in Little China. One of my favorite movies of all time. Seriously, Big Trouble in Little China. Supposedly, they're saying The Rock might play Jack Burton. Crap. And by the way, for any of you wondering what just happened, yes, I do also talk pop culture. You know, I've been so lazy, I haven't done much on this channel of pop culture. But I am a semi-pop culture person. I mean, come on. I got Darth Maul cup topper sitting right next to me. I got the other cups from the prequels, too. So, yeah, I've got stuff wandering everywhere. I mean, jeez. I got R2-D2s down here. My R2-D2 got pushed back behind my screen. So, yeah. This image is so effing wrong. It is, isn't it? That's why I left it up there. This trash is why Trump won. And the thing is about this crap is they're allowed to do sex acts in public. If you, me, or average other people did it, we'd be in jail. If we drug a child into an average burlesque club or strip club, we'd be in trouble. We put a child on stage and they're stuffing money in their waistband, we'd be in jail. But as soon as it's LGBTQ, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, X, Y, Z, you can do whatever the fuck you want. Weird, isn't it? Weird. And that is a pretty disturbing picture, and I'm going to get the hell out of there. I can't do that. Aww, I feel. I was wanting some good memes. I want memes to end with. Watcha! Let's see what we got. Anything good? Oh no. Hey, it's Donald Trump. Let's give him a ride. No, I dislike the man. Besides, we have no room. Who was that? My ex-wife. Oh no. Make it go away. I did. Oh my. What the hell? Too funny not to share. That's the funny thing too. The left can't meme properly. For every one good meme the left comes out with, the center and right people come out with thousands. It's crazy. Trust the plan. Arrests are coming in town. Watch your phone for alert messages. 2 more weeks. We are winning. Yeah, she's trying to meme. Whatever. We are winning. So you keep trying that. Keep trying, lefties. I mean, they can't even meme well. That's not that funny. This is funny. Funny? Yeah. Oh no. What is this?
Power.
What's
This isn't
Mercanish
just
say?
funding a kid show for children, millions of children in countries like Iraq.
Oh,
it's
no.
a show that helps teach values.
Today's word of the day is
public
retarded.
health,
Can you
helps
say
prevent kids
retarded?
from dying
Now let's use
from
it in a
dysentery
sentence.
and disease,
Chris
and
Coons
helps
is
push
retarded.
values.
Somebody try to be funny in the left again. That's it. Just go on insult. Not try to be clever. Clever, dumb, and just insult. Not a meme. Not a meme. Nice. Oh, too bad. Yep. Dude, this AI crap is getting scary. I don't know what people are using to do this. That is freaky. I love that. Holy gods. That is wrong. The insult was still funny. It was, but it's still not near as clever. And it's not going to be something that go viral. This is funny. It gets the point across in so many ways. That's freaky. Just get out. Oh, God. Oh, no. Uh-oh. That's not funny. I don't know why that's a meme. Uh-oh. What is this? What? Oh. I get it. Took me a second. I'm slow. There was an old man the last time I came here. Is there any chance I can talk to him? Oh, God. Wow, that's a little freaky. What the hell? Okay. Yeah, I can almost find that worrisome, couldn't you? Huh. That's an old one. I cannot be your friend, so you pay the price of what you lost and what it cost. Now that we don't talk. Okay. There you go. That's a great way to end it right there. Now that's funny. Putin said he's ready to mediate peace talks between the USA and Ukrainians. Oh my. That to me is just, that is a meme. That is gorgeous. All right. Thank you, Mr. Miles. The lurkers in the background. I can't remember how many there were there. But thank you for coming in. I'm going to hippity hop on out of here. But I will talk to you guys later. Please hit thumbs up. Subscribe if you like it all. Or just check back once in a while. See if I'm talking. Because a lot of times I'm just on here yapping away. I will talk to you later. And boy, maybe we should get a hold of Putin to do that. Oh, God. That's just wrong. All right, guys, have a good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're at. And if you're anywhere near my area, enjoy the weather we're going to have. It's going to be beautiful. Beautiful. All right, have a good night, Mr. Miles. Good night, everybody else. Good morning. But what do you think of this meme? What do you think?